Hi. Today we are going to be critiquing my own work. Yes, welcome to critique. This is something I used to do in art class, and every week we would do an art critique, and it was probably not as terrible as maybe my writing workshops were, where I would literally get torn apart. But I thought it'd be cool to kind of look at some of my old work and critique it. Duh. We're gonna rate it on a scale of 1 through 10, and whatever I feel like saying is what I'm gonna say. I don't know. First up on the chopping block. This has no title. None of these have any titles. It's not bad. Honestly, this was probably around 2017 maybe. It's just very flat and proportionally it's alright. This also, like, her chin's a straight line and her nose is like kind of crazy. This is my problem though with like proportions. Like, everyone's different and not everybody has a proportional face, so I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this. Definitely, like, it's very flat, and nowadays I use a lot more like colors, especially like primary colors, to really liven the photo up. And I probably with the red would use a little bit more green somewhere, somehow, maybe in the background, to kind of complement it and give it a little bit more flair. But I'm gonna rate this one, I want to say 7. That's just what I feel intuitively. I feel like I'm gonna rate it a 7. This next one, also untitled, I don't know if I said it for the last one, but that one was Copic marker. This is also Copic marker. Yeah, I was very like moody as a teenager, and I was really trying to create like original art like really badly around this time, because I was like really only able to copy things, I think, and I just didn't know what to do. But yeah, I was just really into like the alternative style, which I still am, but I just like, you know, like the high-waisted shorts, the stripes, like I wanted to be a hipster so bad. I'm like trying to get back in that headspace. I'm like, I think this was like just like how I really felt, you know, just like a lot going on in there. I was also experimenting a lot with the side profile because I really struggled with that. I'm gonna rate this a 6 out of 10. Okay, so this is a pencil sketch. It's Cole Sprouse. I don't know if you could tell. It's Cole Sprouse. I thought I ate this up. I was so proud of myself. It's like, dang, I was cooking, and it's not bad. Like, honestly, like, I think technically it's not terrible. And when I say technically, I mean like literally technically. It's not terrible. Proportions wise, like, it just, he looks a little froggy. Like, he looks a little too like wide, and like just like it's just the essence of Cole Sprouse. So I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I'm not like purposefully going down, like, I just 5 out of 10. She tried, she really did.
Who's next?
I'll do this one. It's Nancy from Stranger Things. Yeah. Well, I think this just was like an accident from another piece, so ignore that. But yeah, as I said in my color tutorial, I really was like not good with color at all. So like what I would do is I would do splashes of color. It felt like so artsy, you know, like a black and white photo, and then it's like a red balloon. Like that's what I thought I was giving. So here, this is probably, is there a year? No. This was probably, I don't know, when did Stranger Things come out? 2017? It looks like her, I think. Obviously, I was trying to get that chin carved out, but I was in the very beginning stages of learning how to use Copics, and also the shading is just not it, girl. Like, the contrast, like the hair, I always struggle with hair, honestly, so like I'll give myself a little slack, but Like, it's just all, like, it's just really dark here and then really bright. Girl, what are you doing? She loves playing with Q-tips. She never eats them, so don't come for me and say that she can choke on it. I know she could choke on it, but she doesn't, okay? She just, like, sticks. Anyways. Yeah, it's just, like, this is too harsh. Like, I see what I was going for. I was really trying to get that chin, but it's not good. The value's not good. So, this, a 3 out of 10. Okay, this one I for sure ate, and I still stand on that. I think I ate this up. Looks like just regular pen. It's color pencil. Like, I think I used black and, like, grays. You can tell by the ashiness. I ate this up. Like I said, I really struggled. I'm cold. Not with, like, I guess, like, I'm doing a lot of side profiles in this era. Again, this is all, I went to high school, like, 2015 and 2019, so this is all kind of in that area. But I really was only able to do, like, front facing, and then I was experimenting with a side profile. This is good. I gotta give me my flowers. 8 out of 10. What held it back? I don't know. I just could be better, that's what. Okay. So, okay. So another thing I was really struggling with as a young artist was, like I said, coming up with original content. It was very easy for me to, like, replicate and copy and just, like, take reference photos and do that, and, like, that's still, sue me, that's still my strength. But it was just coming up with, like, original ideas, and I don't know, like, I just thought it was quirky. It's the more insult, girl, you're right. But as a baddie, as a 2016 baddie, yep, as a hipster baddie. Check it, the black heels, the skater skirt, high-waisted skater skirt, and the hair, come on. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for originality. It's very cartoonish. The hand is kind of crazy. But, like, who can do a hand at that age? Plenty of people, I'll tell you, but not me. Okay, I've shown this one before, but again, like I said, I was really trying to be original. I was really trying to, like, just tap into myself. Like I said, I was just really moody, and it's giving, like, MXM tune, like, prom queen. I'm sitting here crying in my prom dress with a pinkety drinky and an iPhone, a tiara, and running mascara. What she was trying to convey here, I don't know. But honestly, like, that's kind of cute. Like, the face, like, if you really zoom in on it, like, the little button nose. Also, it's, like, I think it's also interesting to know, because, like, looking back at my old art, it's definitely a time capsule. Like I said, like, the fashion trends, like, you can kind of see the vibes. And also, me personally, it was very much giving, like, I was very insecure about my nose. And, like, if you, like, notice, like, all the girls I've shown you so far have, like, noses. So it was really just, like, kind of me wishing on a star. I'm trying to manifest a button nose with this art, which, like, nowadays I do try to draw, like, different noses, different skin tones, different types, but you could see I was working through something. Also, listen, there are a lot of girls in here, but it's because, happy Pride Month, but it's because I just couldn't draw a guy for the life of me. And, like, I think this was, like, my first attempt. I was just, like, mad. Because the reason is, it was always easy for me, like, if I, like, messed up a drawing, I would just throw on makeup on her, like, eyelashes, eyebrows, lips, and it was like, okay, that still looks good. But I felt like you couldn't really do that with the guys. Like, if I messed up, I messed up. And that was just, like, you'll just, like, notice, especially with my, like, black paper work, that I'm just an innately lazy person, and the least amount of work I can do, the better. And that really, I would just hide behind, like, the black paper, and then also just, like, makeup on my subjects to avoid accountability, to avoid improving my technique, improving my skills. But anyways, these are just doodles. This is actually from a t-shirt I did for my uncle's restaurant. Super cute. And then this is my attempt at drawing men. He looks like a snake and he looks really evil. Okay, this was definitely like Hamilton phase. A Skylar sister. Can you guess which one? Okay, so this is when I really started to get back into marker because I think I kind of was a little like not confident. She has big boobs. She looks, there's like kind of no emotion there. Like she's like serving, but serving what? I don't know. I'll give this a 6 out of 10. 6.5, honestly. This is my first half point. Because like it's good. The color combination's really great. I was really getting into like the shading a lot better. I didn't explore like using like purple or like blue or whatever to shade, but it got better here. Okay, wait. This one is unfinished, but you know who this is. It's Lana. I really struggle with hair, and like you could see from the sketch that like the hair is really big and beautiful, and I think I just was like really scared to tackle that. Okay, now we're moving on to watercolor. This I low-key ate up. This I did in, this is I think around college, so like 2019 to 2022, 3-ish. This is a Pinterest photo, but also proportionally, maybe I didn't eat that much. Maybe I didn't eat that well. I think it's good. Like I like the shading or the way I kind of made his skin, but then the jawline is a little like, and this, the 3-4 perspective, that's like when you're like this, that has always tripped me the hell up, because you know when they're straightforward, it's like you draw the line here, let me move my hair out of my face, but you draw the line here and you draw the line here, everything's like, it gets like really tricky over here, because then like, I don't know, I have learned a lot since this. I discovered Angel Kanev after this, shout out, and it got better. But the hair, like everything is progressing, you can see, even though it's not the greatest. Like this, like you can tell is like cheek, anatomically not great, but the detail work here, like, and then his like neck is really long, girl. Okay, maybe I wasn't eating. 5 out of 10. I used to have a video on my YouTube channel, I don't know if it's still up, but 2020. This is, she's an actress from Goosebumps. She looked like a little mini Mila Kunis, but this is watercolor for sure. And I love, and then I had like a jelly roll pen. I think that's what it's called, jelly pen. I don't know. I use it a lot though. And I really love like her eye makeup. In the lips, like I just love the like glossy texture that it gave it. The hair is not the greatest. I think I was still like struggling, like I said, with hair. I think I just laid it on way too thick and I couldn't really, I just didn't have as much control of like the brush as I do now. So I think this is a solid 8 out of 10. I think I even could have, because these little highlights you see are from the pen. I think I even could have like gone in with colored pencil or pen. This is definitely recent, because it's from Saltburn. This is pretty good. Pretty good. And it's also tougher because I do get a little bit cartoonish with these. So proportionally, anatomically, it's eye. Her eyes are a little bit bigger, but honestly, I do tend to draw my eyes like pretty big. I think this is a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect and I don't care, but I just love the use of color, the yellow chair, the green, her hair. This is supposed to be, I don't know the actress's name, but I found the picture on Pinterest and I thought it was so sick. And I think my markers at this point, because I got my Copic markers a while ago, and so this was probably like 2023, and a lot of them were drying out, but it does not look at all like the actress. I don't know her name, but it does not look like her, I can tell you that. But it does look cute. 6 out of 10. Okay, this one is bad. This is so bad. I have sisters, beautiful, bratty sisters. And there's this picture of them from their childhood that I wanted to recreate because I was like being a little emo about them. I was like, oh, I was such a mean older sister. Like, I love them so much. Do I? Do I love them? Because they look like demons here. I went back to Copic marker here. This is all great. Like, their little, like, bodies, like, it very well matches the picture. It's cute. The faces don't look like them. Like, I just got way too dark, and I also outlined them. I think I had like taken a break from Copics and then come back to them, and 4 out of 10. And this is my Kiki. Look at, she's literally in this pose right now. Look at. This is when she was a kitten though, so her head was like, her eyes were huge. It's unfinished, but yeah, this is like from a little reference photo I had of her when she was a kitten, and she was so cute. I think it just captures her little diva essence. I say 7 out of 10. Okay, I think this was original work, and I think this is gouache. It's very angelic, very whimsical, and I like it. 8 out of 10. Anatomically, it's not the greatest, but I just love my use of color here. Because, like, this is when I really started to learn, like, hey girl, like, you can't just use, like, peach and brown and expect that to be, like, beautiful, gorgeous. And here you can see, like, there's a lot of yellow going on, blues, red, purple, and it really brings it to life in a different way. And I really liked that. The hand is, girl, what is that even? I don't know. I don't know. I think it was Jacqueline de Leon where she just like shaded with like purple or like magenta in her digital art, and I was like, you ate with that. So I was really messing around with like primary colors and purples and blues, and it's not the greatest. It kind of looks like one of like my family members, but 7 out of 10. I like the color. This is 24. It's Chapel. How cutie is that? I think this is gouache. I love this one. It's not perfect, but like I said, I think that's just kind of part of my style. It's just like very cartoonish and not perfect, and I love this. I love Chapel. I loved her Tiny Desk performance and the look, just 8 out of 10. Okay, next. Okay, I should have done this in order probably, but oh well. Let's get back in our time machine and go back to 2015 probably. This is really cute. But these are like all my favorite characters growing up, the characters that I resonated with. Like I said, Missy, Lilo. Lilo was the original Crush Out Queen, and I was just like, that is my girl. I was like 4 years old, and I was like, she understands me. Louise, I forgot his name from Invader Zim, but I loved him. Bessie Higginbottom, that was my favorite show as a kid. Like, it would be on Nicktoons, and I was eating it up. My first introduction to Amy Poehler, and I've loved her ever since. Jenny the Teenage Robot, Dexter, I think her name's Anais, right, from Gumball, Stitch, Maggie, Gary. It's unfinished. Like, I was the queen of unfinished. Bee from Fish Hooks, I loved her. Chowder, Perry the Platypus, Timmy Turner. I think this is Blue from Foster's Home for Imaginary Kids. But yeah, I just was like in this phase really just like copy and pasting like from my brain to the paper. from Fresh Prince photos to the paper, which like I'm talking down on, but I think it's really important, honestly. I think that's an important step as an artist, to just draw what you want, to really learn the basics and get things down. But yeah, these are all my favorite childhood characters. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I think I did a really good job. Yeah, like I said, we're back in 2016, 2017. I just really wanted to be alt so bad, but I just wasn't allowed to dye my hair, wasn't allowed to get piercings or tattoos. Like, it's just a little nerdy bum in my room. These crystals are kind of cute. Again, original work. What was I trying to say? Like, I don't know. That I'm a baddie on the inside and nobody knows me and nobody understands me. And I wanted to color eyes really bad too. You can just see I just love short hair. So, on my bio everywhere, it's portrait artist of people and pets. I suck at scenery, I suck at other things, but like, when did I do this? When was I this cool? I was really into like the 1950s stuff, and then kind of diversifying my work because I was like, girl, get on it. I didn't finish it, but like I did a really good job. This is colored pencil. The face is like not the greatest, but like she's pretty cool. 8 out of 10. We are the new Americana. I should have so seen Halsey. Okay, I also really love Sabrina the Teen Witch, especially like the Chilling Adventures on Netflix. And this was like me. This is me as her. I try to do the bumpy nose. Yeah, also like the skin tone here is like, this is before, like I said, I learned how to experiment with like blues and purples to shade and to like really bring other colors into the skin. Not bad though. 7 out of 10. It doesn't look like me. Like, I did not look like that. Oh, this one is beautiful. This is my friend Estefania. I remember being so proud of it because like, she's just such a beautiful girl, and I just felt like I really captured her. And I don't think if I could improve this, I definitely would improve her curls because she's just one of those girls that has like beautiful curls. I love how I got the texture on her blouse really well and her profile. This is a 9 out of 10 in my book. And it's really funny because I'll like do something like this and then I'll do like some like crap like that, which we'll get to later. But my artwork was like very inconsistent when I was younger. I don't know who this is supposed to be. Oh, I think it's supposed to be Omar Apollo. Oh, that is not Omar Apollo. 4 out of 10. But the shading is pretty decent. You say hi to the camera? You say hi to the camera? Mm-mm. She ain't no diva. Oh, dude, I have so much unfinished work. This is my friend Michelle. Never finished it. She's super cool. She does like tattoos and piercings now. 9 out of 10. I could tell this was gonna be a good one, but I just didn't finish it. And this is not Ariana Grande. This is Harry Styles. I think Watermelon Sugar. It's not bad. It's pretty good actually, but it's just like the proportions. Like I don't know. Like I just kept making people's like foreheads too long and short. I've since learned better anatomy crap. But let's move on to it was just so, I was very inconsistent back then because like it was like I would go to concerts and I loved how the light would hit the artist. So like this is from Catfish and the Bottlemen, okay? I was so far, but like he just looks so cool on the like the Jumbotron, and I drew this. Lead singer of Catfish and the Bottlemen. Amazing. Went to Lumineers concert, got this photo. Girl, what went wrong here? I don't know. I seem to be very confused with the light source, because it looks like, if you look at his hands, it looks like the light is coming this way. But then, like, if you look at his face, it looks like it's coming from this way. So, and then his eyes just were too dark. I don't know. Like, it just makes him look like a Neanderthal, and he does not look like, this is Wesley Schultz, he does not look like that. So this was definitely a 6 out of 10. The Catfish and Solomon portrait was probably like an 8 out of 10. I was gonna say 9. We're coming to an end here. So I'm kind of just trying to show like works that I haven't really shown too much online. This one, Tim Curry, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's good, right? But proportionally not, because his eyes are crooked and his nose. 7 out of 10 for effort. But yeah, I think, is that all? I have one more sketchbook to look through. Emmy Rossum from Shameless. Not bad. I think I had taken a long break from drawing, and then this was what I came back with, and I was like, okay. 8 out of 10. But yeah, I think we're wrapping up here. I don't know, it's just, I think, important to share your work in all of its glory, all of its forms. Ooh, this is Shelley Duvall. Remember I said I did that, the like Dollar Tree art supplies video? This is Shelley Duvall with 4 hands. I did another of the girl from Saltburn. Yeah, I kind of like drawing. I should go back, honestly, to my roots and just go back to black and white drawing. I don't think I've shown this one. This one's really messy looking, but I had like, so still to this day, I feel like I really struggle with creating original works, and this image just popped into my head before I was going to bed, and so I was like, I'm gonna draw that. And this is oil pastel. But for me, it's just always been a struggle to draw original pieces. And the other part of me is that I'm a writer, and alongside my art, I've also been writing stories since I was a kid. And that has always come so easy. Like, I can create worlds, I can create people, relationships, scenarios in my head, no problem. And for some reason with art, it just like has not been that easy. It just has not translated well for me. And because of that, I've just really struggled like throughout the years. I think that's why it's so inconsistent, because I was just really trying to find my voice. And this isn't like the greatest, but I like how fun it is. I like I said, lately I've just really been experimenting with like color theory and complementary colors. And I might go back and maybe make this a digital drawing, or maybe paint it a little bit better, or maybe color pencil. But you know, I saw the opportunity, I had an image in my head, and I had to put it down on paper. And I think as I'm kind of honing my craft as a writer and as an artist, the two are becoming one, and I'm able to kind of use skills from both, because one can't live without the other. Like, it's either being, you know, presented with words through like books and essays and things, or presented through artistic mediums like oil, pastel, and paints. And so I've really just been kind of discovering myself and what I want to say and what I want to share, and that's through story writing and storytelling, and that's also through my art. I'd give this piece probably like a 7 out of 10. We got this drawing also not too long ago. Very me. Again, when I'm trying to be original, it gets a little corny sometimes. Like, I was like, ooh, like, I'm 23. This is what it feels like to be 23, inner child. Me. But there's a lot of good stuff in here. My kitties, both my kitties are in there. This is like from my baptism photo where I was like bawling crying, and I just put it in a disco ball. I'm like probably like 9 here. That's like baby me. This is probably like me from a couple years ago. Me from last year. I just love myself, you know? I don't know if I would consider it like one cohesive piece or like multiple pieces, like a kind of a collage-y look. I'd say 7 though. A lot of like individually they have different ratings. Like this I feel was really passionate about. She's super cutie. And you can see, like I said, with the color, just bringing it to life with reds and blues and greens. She's a 9 out of 10, that little cutie booty. A lot of experimenting, a lot of trial and error for sure. But yeah, that is my art throughout the years. Not perfect all the time, and that's okay. Yeah, I've learned a lot and I'm still learning every day, and I hope that you found some joy in some of the stuff that I did. It's just been a lot of, you know, learning, and even though I've spent that much time drawing and exploring different mediums, I'm still not perfect. I still have a lot to learn, and just going through life, experiencing it, learning new things, and just trying to be better every day. But obviously that comes with some fails. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you stayed till the end, and subscribe for more videos. I'm Artsy Lissy on TikTok, Instagram, Substack. I just opened up a Substack to be posting stuff there, and Artsy Lissy here, Ovia. So yeah, have a great day, have a great week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.